Welcome to Attack of the Show. It's TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
That was Cobra.
She's Xenu, and I'm Kevin Pereira.
Hey everybody, I am ENunn. We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios right here in Los Angeles on Friday, November 1st.
Look over there.
On today's show, Zach and Kevin hit up some local watering holes to see if they could trap themselves a cougar. Yeah, they did it. And it's all undercover cameras, very interesting. And yes, we were talking about bars and old ladies. Then we also talked to the stars of Beowulf to find out how they went from 3D in real life to 3D in CG.
The rash won't go away. Later, Mitsubishi claims it has one of the best 46-inch LCD TVs in the market. We're going to put it to the test on Gadget Prawn. Plus, we'll be talking about the all-new Zune and the new Ghostbusters video game In the Loop Week in Review.
But first, let's open up a few brewskis, huh? There you go. Let me get one for you. There you go.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
We're just going to drink on the job because we can. Yeah. We're going to check the status of our online cultural shopping cart.
It's today's top 5 web items. Don't you drink without cheersing. Spit it back.
It's O'Doul's.
Oh, drink away. Around the net.
Why does the beer smell like skunk?
It smells like, roadkill. Oh.
Not good.
No thanks.
Do you want a chugging competition?
No, we don't.
Who
Today's
wins?
first video gift from the internet comes to us from England, where cops don't have guns and the head of the state can speak in complete sentences, which is nice. And everyone is, of course, drunk all the time.
Yeah. Which is probably how the first video came about. Now, Thrill, as a drunken hooligan, does the worm while crossing the street.
Aggressive worming.
He kept his form the whole way. He didn't get sloppy at all.
Just humping the pavement. And I'll be honest, I would have run that guy over.
Yeah. Well, in England, you can get away with that because they're all just so polite over there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scuff your Michelin? Yes, you did, with your face.
Let's have some tea and crumpets. I want a golden goose now, Daddy. In at number 4 today is the latest fake news roundtable talk show from The Onion, In the Know.
Now, this episode delves deep into the Darfur crisis, and it's another fine example of true investigative journalism.
A recent survey shows that the majority of people in Darfur are still unaware of how many people in America are raising awareness of the genocide there. How can we better get the word out?
Why don't they have storytellers tell tales of Matt Damon and George Clooney and the big celebrities who are actually doing more than anyone else for them?
But again, first we have to get someone to make the storytellers
aware. They don't know the significance of the fact that Matt Damon is worried about them. We've got to educate them on who these celebrities are and how hard they're working on their behalf in the United States.
Show what Matt Damon has been doing.
All of the benefits,
man works
all of the
hard.
Yes, because the big question is, what is the point of helping people if they don't know you're helping them?
Well, I mean, because then other people will see you doing it, and then you can trick them into thinking you're a good person. You get away with some crap. You know what I'm saying?
That reminds me, I have to write a check to UNICEF right now, on camera. You guys watching?
All right, get that checkbook out.
I don't have a checkbook with me.
Pretend you're PayPaling it from your phone.
Oh, okay,
They'll never know.
okay.
They'll never know. And at number 3, we have a brand new hack for the Nintendo Wii.
Send.
Now, oh, good. Oh, how much? $1 million?
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot
of
money.
zeros.
Hey, but it means nothing if it's for the children, right? It doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter.
You're welcome.
A student at Carnegie Mellon ripped open the Wiimote and made some adjustments and just might have stumbled upon a new way to play games.
Now, whether you like it or not, the Wiimote definitely was a revolution in gaming, but that will be old news if this guy has his way. With some minor adjustments, we won't need controllers at all.
Multi-point interaction has become very popular these days due to products like the Apple iPhone. But what I'm going to show you in this video is how to track multiple fingers in thin air, kind of like how they do in Minority Report, using the Wii remote. We put our LED array on top of the TV, something to prop up our remote, and then point it through the hole. To increase the amount of infrared light our fingers reflect, we can use a little bit of reflective tape. Since the Wii remote talks Bluetooth, it's relatively easy to hook it up to a PC. On the screen is a simple demo application that uses two-point interaction.
All right,
I'll be
Asia.
honest.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. Half of you really respects and understands what he's going through, right?
Yes, I completely
Quarter of
understand.
you? How much of you?
A half.
No way to tell.
There's no way.
We're only a couple steps away from the 2.0 version of the Power Glove now, which is awesome. I just don't know if, does that deserve a high five or a kick to the balls?
Oh.
It is a Power Glove.
I would think it's a high five.
Okay.
High five, definitely.
Done.
And at number 2 today, we look at a crime that's sweeping the nation, DUIs. We're drinking right now. Actually, it tastes disgusting, so we're not going to drink it anymore. But that doesn't mean we're going to be stupid and think we can drive home with no problems if we did get drunk.
No, fortunately, we're getting rides on Attack of the Show's dime, which is very important. But if, let's say you live in the South, right? You don't have a cable television show footing the bill. Sometimes you just have to improvise.
Drinking a beer, driving a mower on the highway. Was I speeding? What do you do? 4811. You're not supposed to be riding a lawnmower on the highway. What are you doing? My wife said if I didn't get her another beer, she was going to stab me in the face. Well, first of all, there's not a store down there. Second of all, you don't need to be drinking. And then you're littering on top of that. I've been drinking all day. Hang on just a second. What are you doing? I got to pee. Sir, step off the lawnmower. I got to go. I know my rights. I know my rights.
I know my rides! I know my rides!
That is exactly why I love drinking. It just makes everything seem like a really good idea.
Yeah. And finally, we have the #1 around the net item of the day.
Now, the internet is full of dirty webcam videos. Sure, it might seem like a good idea to watch a hot girl dance around in a schoolgirl outfit, but did you ever really think about what you're watching? I mean, who is she? Who are her parents? Why is she doing this? Think about that.
No, you think about that, you lose your concentration.
What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? What is this? The phone you're going to fun? You think this is any way a girl should be behaving?
Now, I don't know whether to call shenanigans or be concerned if that girl's okay. I mean, it looks like she got thrown to the ground by her father. If that's really him, I just don't know. Like, is it fake?
Well, why don't we see it again? That'll
No,
really help.
damn it.
Just one more time.
No, I call shenanigans.
You cannot, no.
Shenanigans!
No.
There it is. Said it.
Shenanigans.
It's fake.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
No, okay, enough with that.
Fake.
Yeah. Call your shenanigans, because I don't care if the video is fake, and, you know, the ass is real, and it just won the internet. So brand it all you want, sister, but I like the schoolgirl.
That doesn't matter. It's a lame fake. Shenanigans!
You can't breathe.
There it is.
You can't. I will not. No, I will not be part of this. I do not endorse your shenanigans, and therefore it's not real.
Really? Okay, shenanigans.
That video is not. You can't.
There it is. There it is. What are you gonna do?
Shenanigans.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
What is it? Does it really matter? Does it really matter?
No,
If
it
I do
doesn't
not
matter.
sign,
No, it doesn't matter.
You
Doesn't
triple
matter.
stamp the
Doesn't
shenanigan.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can.
That is against the rule.
There is no rules.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna show you the book, and I will.
Okay, do it.
I'm just gonna write it first.
All right. To get your daily viral fix, go to G4TV. It's Wikipedia.org.
Shenanigans FAQ.
Go to G4TV.com/AroundTheNet and sign up for the Around the Net podcast. It's less filling and it tastes great. Unlike this beer.
See, it says you're wrong.
Shenanigans, by the way.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's go ahead. Do it.
Right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley in the feed headlines.
What?
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, we have some juicy new details about the Ghostbusters game, including the news of Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd's involvement. Plus, we'll tell you how you can own an original art piece from Heroes, and we'll show you a CG program that allows people to try a tattoo before getting one. It's all coming your way in just a few minutes, but first, back to you guys.
You guys stay right there. We've got a full hour of fun in store. We might drink these, might chug them. See what happens. I know it's not so bad. We're gonna chug them. See what happens. We might do anything. Stick around. Find out. First,
Here's what's coming up on today's Attack of the Show. We're looking for love on the wild side as we hit the town in search of some middle-aged ladies in Cougar Hunt 07. And the Zune 2's been released, but can this electronic underdog rally in the new year? Find out in the Loop Week in Review. Plus, Kristen Holt asks Angelina Jolie about going virtually naked in the Robert Zemeckis visual masterpiece, Beowulf. Don't worry, we won't let you get sloppy seconds when the Attack
comes back.
Hey everybody, we're back, and it's time to check in with all you guys making homebrew content.
All right, it's time for User Created. It's the point in the show where you guys do all the work, but in the end, we try to reward you with some cool prizes.
That's
So it's
right.
not completely illegal. It's the only reason we do it. For our new challenge, we want your fake video game commercials.
But we don't want just any video game commercials. We want short game ads from the 80s. And we don't want commercials for real games, so you need to make up one in your mind, then dominate us with your 80s power marketing.
Yeah, and to help you out, we're providing you 2 80s music tracks on the Zidio contest page. And as we all know, music, half the battle.
It is. Here is an example of what we're looking for.
Hey!
Huh?
What do you guys think you're doing?
Playing Seesaw?
Hey, morons! You could be playing Adventure Seesaw! Why bother with the outdoors? The next generation of gaming is here in stunning 8-bit graphics!
Awesome!
And now you can finally seesaw in all the places you ever dreamed! A forest! The Grand Canyon! The Mariana Trench! Mount Everest! Topeka, Kansas! Outer space! Ah! Oh! Adventure Seesaw! Get it now!
By the way, that entire commercial runs and Olivia goes, I don't know if I get the screaming. Like, that was the one part of the commercial you might have had an issue with.
Yeah, why are they screaming?
That just doesn't seem realistic.
Sounds enjoyable. But you had a problem with the fact that it's really not 8-bit. It looks
That
like
is not 8-bit.
like a 2-bit.
That was very Intellivision.
Just so you know.
Just throwing it out
But
there.
it was awesome, and you've got a high bar set for you.
So leap it or bash into it with your shin. Either way, you have until November 26th to submit your fake game commercials, and we'll reveal the winner in just 2 weeks.
And if you win, you'll get free stuff. Specifically, Live Free or Die Hard, available on DVD November 20th. And Rock Band Special Edition for your game system of choice.
Rock Band, baby.
That comes with the microphone, guitar, and drum kit. But
Wait.
we'll also throw in...
There's more?
There is. A drum throne and a guitar stand to add some legitimacy to your band. Also, you will have a chance at our huge user-created grand prize in February. I don't even know what the prize is. I can't even tell you.
It's ginormous.
Do you know what it is?
No idea. Go to Zidio.com/user-created for the complete rules and details.
You get to co-host the show one day.
Hey!
I don't know. That's
Seriously,
probably
you can
not
take it. It's fine.
No, I like you here. Don't leave. Now it's time to hear the latest on the Ghostbusters video game and more. What's the matter?
I have more lines. Here's Layla with the only news you need to know. I was just going to leave.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. It's time to start the feed.
Intended here in Hollywood. The Feed with Layla Kaylee.
A Ghostbusters sequel is in the works, but it's not coming to movie screens. It's headed for your video game console. Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis have reunited to write a sequel that will feature the voice talents of Annie Potts, Brian Doyle Murray, and Will Atherton. It's unclear what, if any, involvement Bill Murray will have in the production, though his character Dr. Venkman will be in the game. The game will be available on the Xbox, the PS3, and the Wii, and coming up, we'll talk about what it all means for fans in the loop. Next week, there will be a once-in-a-lifetime chance to own a piece of one of your favorite shows. Times are tough in Hollywood, but this Monday's Heroes Art Auction won't benefit the striking writers or studios. The Epilepsy Foundation will be the recipient of all funds generated from the auction of artist Tim Sale's paintings. Sale is the painter behind all of the precognitive works of art featured on the show. Each original painting is also a prop that has racked up significant screen time, so the bidding is expected to go sky high. It's no secret that the PlayStation 3 is finally getting Rumble, but now it looks as if classic games will too. Sony Japan has just announced that the DualShock 3 supports Rumble for their downloadable PS1 games. To fully take advantage of this, you'll need to upgrade your firmware to 2.0, grab yourself an imported DualShock from Japan, and find a sneaky way to access the Japanese store's 131 PS1 games. We're not telling you how, but it's doable, I'm just saying. Blessed are the geeks, for they shall be voted sexiest men alive. People magazine's recently released list of the sexiest men includes some stars that play characters who are a bit more beta male than alpha male. Though there were plenty of tough guys on the list, geekier folks like Heroes Masioka, The Office's Rainn Wilson, and Chuck's Zachary Levi ranked high on the list. See, smart is sexy, and I love my smart men. whole different story. And finally, new technology has just made a life-changing decision a little easier to make. A computer graphics designer has developed a program that will allow users to get a look at what a complex tattoo design might look like on a 3D figure. So now you can preview what an eagle will look like on your ass before you get it. It's kind of cool. There's no set release date for the program as of yet, but we'll definitely keep you posted on this one. That's it for today, but don't worry, the feed doesn't stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I'm Layla Cayley, and you've just been fed.
In tandem here in Hollywood, Apple.
The feed with Layla Cayley.
All right, thanks, Layla. Now, if you're not out prowling for cougars tomorrow night, then you can catch an all-new episode of Heroes Season 2. That's Saturday at 10 right here on G4.
Following each episode at 11 is G4's live and interactive post show hosted by Mr. Pereira and Blair Butler. They will take us inside.
Like you love me.
They will take us inside Heroes with exclusive interviews, viewer interaction, and special guests. Who's going to be on the show tomorrow night?
Well, on tomorrow's show, time-traveling hero Masioka, my best friend, will be live in studio dishing out the latest about the show. We have matching necklaces. I combine it with this.
Oh, really? And then do you go away into different spaces in time?
No, we just make out. In the back of this jet.
Mossy's not into that, just so you know, and he doesn't drive a Jetta. Visit g4t.com/heroes for info and updates. See, got you there.
Spoiled.
Still ahead, we're looking at the big stories of the week, including the latest on the Star Trek movie. You guys stay tuned.
You unraveled my tale.
The Zune 2's been released, but can this electronic underdog rally in the new year? Find out in The Loop Weekend Review. And we talk to Angelina Jolie and get a look behind the motion-capped madness of Robert Zemeckis' 3D epic, Beowulf. The feed is brought to you by the fun-to-drive Kia Spectra. Kia, the power to surprise.
We're back, and like Grandma, getting reflective. Let's go over to Kevin for the highlights and the lowlights of the week.
Should we all be running in place? Are we all?
I was running because attack this was this way, so I was running to it. Never mind. I'm good. I'm
Smile
good.
and nod, viewers at
I'm
home.
good. I'm
Just
good.
smile
Whatever.
and
Go
nod.
to Kevin.
Okay. The Ghostbusters and Spock are back. The Zune 2 dropped, and New York University students would apparently give up their right to vote for an iPod Touch. Just think, this time next week, we're all going to be in tryptophan comas. Brace yourselves, folks. It's The Loop Weekend Review. All right, my guest tonight from New York, editor for CNET.com, Jeff Bacalar, joins us. Editor for GameDame.com, Kate Kemp is here. And editor-at-large for FilmThreat.com, Dr. Mark Bell is back for more. Welcome to The Loop, everybody. Let's get this started with a story that we mentioned in the feed, actually. A next-gen Ghostbusters game is currently being developed by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis that takes place after Ghostbusters 2 in the early 90s. And Mark, I'll start with you. I mean, is this good news for Ghostbusters fans? Or are people worried about a sequel?
This is great news for fans of great old movies that just didn't get the sequels they deserved at all. Because, I mean, here we have video games now have kind of become like that next step as far as cinema is concerned anyway. So seeing Dan Aykroyd come up with this wonderful idea, I mean, maybe we're going to get Ghostbusters Go to Hell, which he's been talking about for like 15 years. And I cannot wait for this game. I mean, the footage looks amazing. It's just brilliant idea.
Well, Kate, you know, Vivendi, the publisher of this game, they sold 2.5 million copies last year of Scarface. And some people are saying that Ghostbusters could be even bigger than that. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think it could. But, you know, you have to keep in mind, too, that even though Scarface sold that many copies, it kind of got average reviews. So I'm just curious to see what they're going to do with this game to really take it to the next level. The screenshots on Kotaku look great that I saw,
Right.
so...
But
I mean,
at the end of the day, though, if you're Vivendi, are you worried about the aggregate game ranking score, or are you worried about what someone on IGN wrote, or are you just glad that it did, in fact, sell that many
You're just worried about
million
sales,
copies?
clearly. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so probably a
that's
big
pretty
win
much
for
all that
Vivendi,
matters.
hopefully a big win for gamers as well. Let's talk about the new Star Trek movie now, which started production this week. And the first reports from the set reveal hero star Zachary Quinto as Spock. And Jeff, what's your opinion on the new young Spock?
Well, I think it's obvious that this cross, breeding, this trading of actors that's going on between Heroes and Star Trek is, something that will probably wind up working. Star Trek is kind of old. They need to get a newer, younger audience into the whole universe, and this is definitely the right way to do it.
But do you think Zach can pull it off?
I don't know. He's proven a character everyone loves to hate on Heroes. So, people, they're definitely going to want to see him as Spock. So yeah, I think he'll be able to pull it off for sure.
Well, I mean, once they put the ears on and then throw those eyebrows on there, I mean, as long as he can stand like talking with no emotion, he's golden. He's he looks the part. And you had me at the crossbreeding comment. For some reason, I thought that was really funny.
Well, I've read your Star Trek fan fiction, so I know why you think that's funny,
Yeah,
Mark,
exactly. Spock and Tribble.
Speaking of which, how do you feel about the plot, though? I mean, there's been some controversy last week. Fans learned that the details from the movie involve a time travel device or something of that nature.
It's like the Romulans are going to go back in time and cause some trouble, but they're going to use the Forever Portal or whatever from City on the Edge of Forever, which is a Harlan Ellison story in the original Star Trek, which Harlan Ellison's really upset about. He doesn't want anybody to use it because now he's going to go sue them. And
right,
so
and
there's
this
a lot
was supposed
of
to be a complete reboot, and yet they're using something already previously established.
Yeah, exactly, and something that's going to get them in a lot of trouble with a very litigious human being as far as science fiction goes. Right. And then, on top of that, you have old Spock, Leonard Nimoy going back to talk to new Spock, which, if I remember the Back to the Future movies, isn't that going to, like, destroy the universe?
It will, yeah. It'll spin it off.
How that works?
But thankfully, it's not like, this is the franchise that has, a rabid fan base that likes to post online. We don't have to worry about message boards getting angry or anything.
No, and they saved the whales years ago, so that's what's all that's important.
Well, Microsoft's trying to save themselves right now. They released an upgraded Zune player this week and a new strategy to seriously challenge the iPod, really. They invested in Facebook. They're acquiring key technology companies. They're licensing the Zune store to cell phone carriers. Jeff, we'll go to you on this one. Does the Zune stand a chance to actually compete in the long term? Because some people are saying this device is actually halfway decent.
It is. It definitely is. I think what Microsoft is trying to do, and which they will accomplish, is that they want to be the logical second alternative to an iPod. They're really never going to get the mass appeal of the iPod. But what I really want to know is, the guys behind Zune now are the same guys like Jay Allard who are behind the Xbox and Xbox 360. Why can't I get my Marketplace downloads synced up with my Zune? What's going on with that?
Right, yeah, Kate, is this is a common gripe that I read on many message boards. Do you think the Xbox owners would be willing to invest in a Zune if it actually played nice with their devices?
Yeah, that's something that would definitely interest me. It's just, Zune kind of seems to be pimping itself out there, and the iPod doesn't need to do that.
Right.
The iTunes, people either like it or they don't, and they're fine with that. They're kind of top of market. So a company that's trying to say, hey, we're part of social networks now, and we're cool, and you should have us, like, that kind of bugs me, but I have to say that I would totally give in if it would sync up with the Microsoft.
That shouldn't bug you, because, like, every human being on the face of the earth that has a social network really, really likes doing DJ stuff, so putting their playlists and everything up. And the fact you'll be able to do that with your Zune, I mean, people are doing it anyway, so, like, that's like a step.
Well, people are doing it with iTunes as well. So if you do any kind of search on, like, widgets, MySpace, and iTunes, then you can see all sorts of stuff that you can hook up with your chat, so you can show people what you're listening to. You can do all the same kind of things, but the thing is that the users are developing those applications. It's not that Apple has to make people interested in it. It's already happening.
Well, if Microsoft has brought me one step closer to hearing my friends Fall Out Boy mixtapes on their Facebook profile, I'm happy. I'm sold. I'm joining the social.
Okay.
I want to thank my guests, Jeff, Kate, and Mark, for keeping us in the loop. We appreciate it, guys. Right now, let's go over to Olivia, who's actually got the touch.
They will pick screens today.
Go see it. And starting tonight, G4 will show 6 Major League Gaming tournament competitions.
Follow along as pro gamers battle in Halo 2, Gears of War, Rainbow Six Vegas, and Shadowrun.
G4 takes you on MLG's 6-stop nationwide tour, with the league awarding over $1 million in prizes.
So much money.
Yeah.
Catch all the behind-the-scenes action and nail-biting gameplay beginning tonight at 11, only on G4. Check out g4tv.com/MLG for info and updates. That's your MLG
It still makes me laugh.
signal. You guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Like a fine wine, women only get better with age. So we're seeing who can hook up with the most wily older broads in Cougar Hunt 07.
The show. We are TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. We are live, and some of us are going hunting. I hope you two are proud of yourselves.
Oh, yeah. Indeed, we are armed only with our rugged good looks and Cupid's arrow. Zach and I went on a nocturnal safari, if you will, looking for some big pecats.
Cougars, in fact. Check it.
What's going on, everybody? Kevin Carrera here, my man Zach Selwyn. Did some research on Yelp and City Search, and it turns out Chapter 8 is a world-famous cougar hotspot. So we're here to pick up on the ladies. I had to bring the Milk Master General, though, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Look, man, if you are looking to score out there, there is no easier prey and no more ravenous prey than a hot older woman, or as we here out in the field like to call them, a cougar. Observe.
The cougar. The Urban Dictionary defines her as a sexually cunning 35-plus-year-old female who is on the hunt for a much younger and energetic male. The markings of a cougar are distinct, here and here. The cougar dwells mostly in the shadows of the more dimly lit breeding grounds where ample shade from harsh lighting is provided. The cougar will lure a potential mate into her nook and intoxicate them until it is safe to be seen in plain sight.
All right, Zach, it sounds like the hunt is on.
Yeah, man.
Need some ground rules up.
All right, let's lay down a point system for this thing. You get a girl over the table, that's 2 points.
Okay.
General flirting?
That's just a point.
1 point.
But if you get a sexy iPhone photo?
Okay, or a phone number.
3 points.
3 points.
All right.
If you get her to buy you a drink?
That's a 5 ski.
That's a nickel.
All right, done. All right, we got the cameras on the inside. You're going to see it all go down. It's Cougar Hunt 07. May the best man plan.
They're going down.
What says that I'm a young man looking for a sophisticated older woman?
Straight vodka on the rock.
Well, that's what the real men do when they're out in the Serengeti.
Here, come up. We have a table. We have a big table.
What's up, Pied Piper?
This is Kevin. Welcome to our table of luck. What are you drinking? A vodka Red Bull.
A single goose come in at some point? Okay. And did you want another round of
Give me a fake number real fast.
I'm going to call it. He's already getting fake phone numbers. This is ridiculous.
Hey, Charnette, it's Zach. I'm sitting right next to you right now.
You gave him the home number? That's a good move.
And I hope that we make out someday.
About 6 to 8 months ago, I bought a Mac Pro. I will never go back. Now I'm all excited. I'm like, let's go to the Apple store. Let's do it. That's a night for me. Do you mind taking a photo? Yeah?
You guys are adorable.
Uh-oh. Okay, Zach.
What? All right, can we get a pic?
Get on it. 3, 2. Thank you for
Stop
waiting for the
looking down my
count
shirt.
What?
But it's time to dance.
Dude, it's dance floor time. Who's down?
Nice job, man.
Dude, your pointers are working. I think we're tied.
We are tied. You want to call it a draw?
I don't do draws. Let's do sudden death. 60 minutes, back on the clock. We go back inside.
All right, 1 more hour in there. Here's the deal. No phone numbers, none of that stuff. I want a cougar to go home with one of us. If you can get that done, you're the king of cougars.
Well, get my crown ready. Let's do it.
Here we go.
Hi.
Are you single?
Yeah. Tonight I am. I'm waiting on my shot.
What are you drinking? I'll get you something.
Vodka tonic. We're going to the table, you and me. I got to take some pictures of you.
Let's go back to the table and see what Zach and your friend are up to.
That's good, actually.
Hey, what's going on?
Yo! iPhone. Can I get a picture of your little mini skirt with Kevin's face in there? Go, get out. Let's go. Can we take our beers? Look at this stuff, man. Zach and Kevin pulling mad cougs here in Chapter 8. Here's the thing about Lana. Turn it around, show the eagle.
So if I were to perhaps outfit you with some chaps and a set of spurs, you can make this night memorable?
I'll make this night memorable without that.
So, no, listen, you taught me everything I knew tonight. How do you feel?
I feel like I brought the girls to you and then you closed every deal I brought to you.
Always be closing. ABC, baby.
I don't know if there's a clear winner tonight. I think we kind of tied.
It's all good when you're cougar. You know,
don't worry, nobody watches, dude. Nobody watches the show.
And the saddest, you know, I get, like, the next day, I was hungover as hell. That's why that post show was really interesting for the Hero special. But everybody's like, do you remember much about the evening? Like, I was like, I don't know. I was really drunk, but I remember that chick was busted as all hell.
Yeah.
Like,
that was
drunk
a George
as I was,
Foreman grill.
I remember, yeah.
-5 on that chick. Man.
Those cougars had needs.
She couldn't afford to get both sides of her lip implants. She just had one side up here.
They had the lips on layaway. She's saving. Needs were fulfilled, though. We
Yes,
did good.
they were.
We
Once
did
the
good.
game was on, though, we both did a nice job. Hunt and pray. Well
Again,
done.
you set him up, baby. I knock him down.
Hey, man, I
Well
just
done,
put it on
Zach.
the tee. You smack it. You know what I mean? Hey, if you want to hit me up about cougar hunting or anything else, keep your butts in front of your computers after Monday's show at 8 Eastern. That's 5 Pacific for us West Coasters. Go to g4tv.com/chat to go one-on-one with me on November 19th. I got cougar advice galore.
Don't listen.
You gotta tell you, very proud of both of you, but Kevin, she was ugly. Right now, it's all about balls and Chumby. We are serving up a collection of some of the oddest and greatest things you can buy. It's time to attack this. Still so proud of those boys. First up, we have customizable beer pong balls from Adams Balls. Sure, they're just ping pong balls, but don't you want your balls to stand out? Once you've branded your balls with your own personal logo, they become tools of destruction in the beer pong arena. Fortunately, they are built to survive all the banging, whacking, scuffing, and dunking you'll put them through while you're having fun. They also have a detailed quality control process, ensuring that your logo will look great on your balls when you show them off. Next up, we have the robot guitar from Gibson. Solving the problem of having to tune your axe, the guitar is not only capable of tuning itself, but it also has 6 different preset non-standard tunings that can be accessed at the push of a button. Starting next month, the company will launch 4,000 limited editions, and starting next year, they will unveil an entire line of them. Some critics are calling the guitar a sham, saying it is killing the art of tuning. To them, I say, this is awesome. Quit fearing technology. Next, we have the Cambridge Soundworks i765 iPod docking station, touting itself as the premier all-in-one audio system. Besides the standard iPod docking station, the device also features a CD player and an AM/FM tuner. Hook it up to a television, and it also becomes a DVD player. With a large LCD display, remote control, and a subwoofer that supplies rich, powerful, natural-sounding bass, we actually have to agree with them that this is the best one out there. And finally, we have a feature product that we talked about a long time ago. It's called the Chumby. This tough-to-classify open-source device plays a host of widgets and flash applications that deliver real-time information to you using its built-in Wi-Fi connection. Want to see traffic cams of your morning commute? Done. Need a cat picture to brighten your day? Chumby's got you covered. It also plays music, picks up RSS feeds, and displays your Flickr page. The applications for it will continue to grow as long as hackers keep making stuff for it. So if you got the skills, get one and hook us all up. Head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all this stuff and more. You guys, giant new TV stars and Gadgetron just ahead. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Coming up,